Goodbye, Howard. Hello, Australia, right around the country. Welcome to this special APEC wrap-up edition of The World. Great as always to have your company.
It is, but look, just before we get on to APEC, we should, of course, Craig, just offer our commiserations to John Howard. And, gee, even as we go to air, the nation's still coming to terms with the news of his demise.
Well, he always said he was hoping APEC would give him a bounce, and boy, it sure did. His colleagues bounced him out of the party, didn't they?
They certainly did. So it's a new political landscape now, a new era for the Liberals, and we wish Peter Costello a long and prosperous 6 weeks as Prime Minister.
He's on the bus and train, his phone calls are a pain. He's Clive, the slightly too loud commuter.
Hey there, it's Clive. How you going? A bit stressed, actually. Yeah, I murdered a man yesterday. Yeah, another one. Well, I mean, look, the first 6 are in the freezer, so the problem is with this one, I can't fit him in. Oh man, I don't know. Well, I've got his head's in my bag, but I've got some of his fingers in my pockets. But maybe if I can just, excuse me, madam, could you hold on to that for a second? Sorry, I just got to. If I could just put it there, that'd be great. Thank you. I think the thing is, I'll just lie low and hope nobody hears about it. All right?
He's Clive, the slightly too loud commuter.
I was reading the other day about this TV ad campaign in America that has become so popular, it's now getting its own spin-off sitcom on one of the major US networks.
Oh, yeah, they're the caveman ads for an American insurance company. They're not too bad. I think we've got one here.
Geico.com, a caveman could do it.
What?
Not cool.
I did not know you were there.
I didn't know I could change.
Geico. 15 minutes could save you 15% or more on car insurance.
Now, it's just an ad, but I'm pretty sure it's the caveman there, not the insurance guy, who's now got his own show on America's ABC.
He has, but they're not the only ad that's been turned into an actual sitcom, though.
No, actually, on Channel 10, they've just picked up the rights to a hit new comedy based on one of Australia's best-loved ads. Check it out.
This Sunday on 10, it's an all-new episode of Everybody Loves Easy Off BAM Man.
Hi, Martin Grellis here with an amazing new product from Easy Off BAM.
The hilarious grease-busting comedy hit.
Stubborn grime and soap scum just wipe away.
If only you could get rid of Gramps as well.
As life in the BAM household is turned upside down.
Gramps, I said try the coin test, not the groin test. Now he tells me.
Everybody Loves Easy Off BAM Man. 7 o'clock Sunday on 10.
But look, overseas now, and we all know that America's the home of the big fast food restaurant chain.
And the home of the big fat American.
Yeah, most of them are traditional American burger houses or taco joints, that sort of thing. But there's another one that caught my eye called the Outback Steakhouse, which is an Aussie-themed restaurant.
Yeah. Now, they're all over America. I actually went to one when I was there last year, and they serve such traditional Australian dishes as kookaburra wings and walkabout soup.
So is this really an authentic Australian experience?
Charles Firth booked himself a table to find out.
I'm sorry?
Do you know who Shane Warne is? Right. Do you know which animals are on the Australian emblem?
On the Australian emblem? No, I don't.
Right. Do you even know what a logie is?
What are you quizzing me? Come on.
You don't even know what a logie is. I mean, this is unacceptable. I mean,
I'm sorry, ladies and gentlemen, this restaurant is a sham. They say they're Australian, and yet they don't even put beetroot on the hamburgers. Look at this, the bloomin' onion, an Outback original. Bloomin', no one said the word bloomin' in Australia since bloody 1788. I mean, what is this? This is some sort of hollow American experience, you know, where they rip off somebody else's culture and, you know, pass it off as their own and make it all fucking safe and boring just because you're too afraid to go overseas and find out that everybody else thinks you're a bunch of fuckwits. Now, come on, like, this is ridiculous. Clam chowder? What the hell is clam chowder? I've never even heard of clam chowder. What is this? This is not Australian.
No, it's not Australian.
This is not Australian.
Not Australian at all.
Well, why have you got boomerangs on the bloody wall? You might as well put a boomerang on the White House and call it the Parliament of Australia. You guys probably think Steve Irwin is a top bloke. He's a bloody idiot. Join the Australian
I'm not
national
joining you in
anthem.
anything.
Australians, all let... You don't even know the words.
Just moving on now, Craig, on a bit of a personal note, as you know, I had a birthday recently and I'm still a little bit sore because I didn't receive that many presents.
Sorry about that.
Well, you say you should be. And one of the few I did get, though, was this pissy Lush gift pack. Are you familiar with Lush?
The bath bomb people.
The bath bomb people, exactly, and they're absolutely reek.
You can pretty much smell a Lush store 2 suburbs away.
It's the most pungent smell in retail, and I think it's time we shoppers took a stand. So, Craig and I here, we hit some Lush stores this week with a few new additions to actually try to improve the shop smell. Been a lot of complaints about the smell coming from this store, so we've just thought we'd help out and bring some effective counter smells, basically. We've got some rotting fish here. Let's get a load of that rotting fish. No, compared to the stuff you're selling, this is beautiful.
It is good. Yeah.
Smell the rotting fish. We know the smell's unbearable here. We got a nice potpourri of diarrhea. Where should we pour it? No, it's not Lush. There's no Lush in it. It's just diarrhea. But have you smelled your stuff? This is delicious.
Any homebrewed it or anything, okay?
No, don't go in. If you are going to go into the store, I recommend you wear gas masks.
How long do you have to wear it?
Just for the next kilometre or so, till you're out of the Lush pong zone.
Smells better already, doesn't it?
What about the skunk?
Is that a real skunk?
It is a real skunk.
Look at the skunk.
Oh, it is not.
It is.
It is.
That's a skunk.
Listen, smell it. It's very smelly.
Yeah, you need the skunk, don't you?
Yeah, it doesn't want to be out here.
No, it's smelly. We'll get you home, yeah, don't worry.
Lush store's too much for the skunk.
We'll cover you in some feces, don't worry.
I can't take it anymore, Craig.
Let's get out.
Well, good morning, everyone, and welcome to the banking conference. I think we'd all agree that today is a great opportunity for all banks to get together and discuss better ways to exploit customers. We'll be starting the session this morning, therefore, with a brainstorming session to come up with new fees. Anyone who makes a suggestion will, of course, automatically be awarded a huge bonus. So please do feel free to make a suggestion. Doesn't have to be a good suggestion. The bonuses aren't going to be related to performance in any meaningful way in accordance with industry standards. So please do be creative. While we're here, welcome to everyone from Macquarie Bank. You're probably just getting a bonus for being here, I imagine, so well done. If you need any assistance throughout the conference, a very small number of staff will be available to help you out. Due to the high volume of conferences today, your request will be placed in a queue, and we have organised for the staff to give you a very poor level of customer service so you know how everyone else feels. All the best for the conference.
Moving on, Andrew, if we may, because I love the Sunday newspapers. Do you read the Sunday newspapers?
Oh, what's your favourite bit?
Well, there's this column in the Sunday newspapers called Urban Style. This is the section where they photograph everyday punters in the street just to see what the average person is wearing.
Well, you call them the average person, but it's amazing how they always seem to find these incredibly fashionable people for that section. You know, they wear the trendy labels and they just happen to be able to pose like models for the camera.
It's extraordinary, but it's not very representative, is it?
No,
So we wondered what would happen if a reporter and photographer from the Urban Style column went out and covered the reality of what people are actually wearing on the streets. Urban Style was sort of doing what people are wearing on the streets. Okay. Can you talk us through this outfit?
Yep, work it for me, baby. That's gorgeous.
But what label?
Who gives a shit? What label? Just a shirt.
Just put down who gives a shit? Is that an American or European label?
If you'd be able to just shake your ass about a bit for me like that, oh, thank you.
How important is fashion to you out of 10?
0.
0? That doesn't show. Would have said at least 4.
You are absolutely begging for it, aren't you, darling?
Can I just, what's the label of the...
Safety gear.
Just put down safety gear.
Like the bulge in the tracksuit pants, that is really smashing. Walk towards me, casual, sexy as.
The pants, they sort of don't quite go all the way to the ground, nor are they as short.
These are what you call like a street porter, I'd say. I don't dress to impress others, I dress...
Clearly.
And now could you give us a kind of sex look, the sort of face that you'd pull when you're doing it?
I don't do it.
Could we call it industrial chic?
Just normal, I don't know.
normal. You've got sort of stains all over you.
You just look at me and work the camera. Oh, come on! I want to leave a couple of stains on you myself, baby. Oh, God. Look, it's all I can do to restrain myself from giving you a tongue bath. You're lucky I don't leap on your mouth and have sex with it.
And the green shirt?
From Lowe's.
Lowe's. Lovely. And the shoes, sort of with the Velcro strap?
From Lowe's.
Lowe's. The socks?
Lowe's.
Lowe's.
I can just get one right up the shorts.
And the blouse? Everything's homemade.
Yes, I could do your suit better than what you can wear.
It would be better than what I've got now, I dare say.
Mr. Chrome.
Chief. Live on stage, Oliver Reed reincarnated.
Last question. Guys, that was very impressive. I've just got one question in history. Who became the General Secretary of the Communist Party in the USSR in 1985?
Mikhail Gorbachev.
Correct. You get a piece of pie. Well done.
All right, but speaking of Harry Potter,
Yes.
you know the actor Daniel Radcliffe, he's the guy who plays Harry in the films.
With the glasses,
Well,
yeah.
Daniel has been treading the boards in London all year doing some rather adult things on stage.
Saw this. He's got rave reviews starring in the play Equus. And look, we've got some photos here from the play. There he is smoking a cigarette. Also doing some incredibly racy nude work at times.
Very racy indeed. So what's the upshot?
Well, of course, there's been the uproar. You know, moral crusaders writing letters to all the papers, concerned parents saying Daniel Radcliffe should stick to wholesome child roles.
And I agree. How dare he grow up and have a career? And now this disgusting trend of childhood heroes being all raunchy and sexy has come to Australia. Now, what are our children going to think when they see that one of their most beloved stars is featuring in a remake of the steamy, erotic art house film Last Tango in Paris?
What am I doing in this apartment with you?
On the dusky streets of Paris, a secret affair. The raging passions that tear at the hearts of lovers.
Was that Humphrey? You want to dance?
A secret tryst in an unfurnished room.
Humphrey!
And a last tango in Paris. Forbidden acts of love. And the scene that everybody talks about.
What's that, Humphrey? Oh, you want me to pass the butter?
Our childhood hero ripped apart in the masterful remake of Last Tango in Paris, where Humphrey B. bears all.
All right, let's roll up the sleeves and get down to business. And the first problem waiting for us this week, violent politicians, Craig.
Yes, there was one time, Jules, when election campaigns were all about kissing babies. Now all the candidates seem to do is go about hitting them. First out, check Maxine McHugh on the hustings in Bennelong.
Right across the back of the head. Good work, Maxine. But not to be outdone, Malcolm Turnbull showed that he can be even more brutal when it comes to young kids.
It's time to send someone in to save these children, Jules.
I'm here on behalf of Child Protection Services.
All right.
Got a restraining order to stop you from going anywhere near any children for the rest of the federal campaign, OK?
Right.
No baby kissing, no approaching roundabouts under any circumstance.
Right. Oh, well, I'll be very careful, you can be sure.
Well, you
of
need to be more careful than you were last time.
Oh, thank you very much for that.
All right.
OK, our next problem this week is Indigenous child abuse. It's a shocking blight on our country, and the government's solution has been to send the Army into the Northern Territory to patrol Aboriginal communities.
Yes, and look, I think it's a great move, but why stop at Aboriginal communities? I can think of other places where child sexual abuse goes on. I think it's time we sent the Army into those places as well. Colonel Pell. We're just here to give you the notification that the next Army intervention is the Catholic Church.
Yes?
Yes, now that we're stepping in and cracking down on child abuse we've known for years, the Catholic Church is next.
Very good.
Do you think we should take the Scouts first or you guys?
Quite sure. We come to Mass might do you good. Get a dose of religion.
Get a dose of religion?
Yes.
That's exactly what we're trying to stop now.
Be good for you when you're in jail.
OK, on to our next problem tonight. Dodgy casting in IR ads.
Yeah, first this bloke who played a boss, he's accused of underpaying his own workers. Then there were two union guys from the anti-union ad who were alleged to be criminals. And of course, worst of all, the government has cast Pumpkin's father as the new face of their family values ad.
These things happen, Julian.
And then also this woman, Barbara Bennett. Now, she's the bureaucrat who runs the government's workplace authority.
Yeah, she's supposed to give workers advice about work choices.
Yeah, but Barbara is a worker too. So I decided to give her some employment advice.
Good morning, Barbara. How are you? We know you like helping workers out to know where they stand with some post-it notes, so we've got some for you. Help you know where you might stand. Here's what people think of you after you did the ad.
No.
We'll pop that there. OK. And here's what's going to happen if Labor wins the next election.
Thank you very much.
OK,
That's
no
really
worries.
Nice of you. Thank you.
Not a problem.
Look, the next problem is Labor hypocrisy.
Oh, geez, have we got all night?
Well, we just have to focus on one instance for a start. Now, to Kevin Rudd's credit, he said he's opposed to pokies. But the problem is that the ALP has traditionally received big donations from the Labor clubs, which rely on pokies themselves.
So we thought we'd better get the pokey money to Kevin before his principles kick in.
Kevin, just before your anti-pokey stance comes in, we thought you should take your traditional cheque from the Labor clubs. Come on, the old ladies have been gambling to make Labor win. So if they lose their shirt gambling, give them a Kevin 07 one. Quickly take the cheque. Oh, you need everyone to win. We'll just give it to you the normal underhanded way.
All right, Craig, our final problem to fix is overpriced minibars. I hate hotel minibars. You've got to take out a mortgage just to pay for chocolates these days.
Yes, I know. Like, I was staying at this place where they were charging $5 for a bottle of water that you could buy anywhere else for $1.50.
It really is highway robbery.
Well, it is. In the world of hotels, water's worth more than gold. So I decided to see if I could use bottled water instead of money to pay for my hotel room. But God, I tell you what, it takes a lot of water to fill up a hotel room. You buy it outside, it's cheap.
Yeah, well.
You take it inside, just fill the room.
5-star filling.
And then you just see if you... And then you just see if you can get your money back, Jules.
Good luck.
Hello?
Hello.
How you going? I just
Hi,
wanted to confirm
Yes.
that you just left 2 bottles of water in here in the minibar,
Yes.
and that I've left the other 3,000.
I just continue on that
Oh, yeah,
way?
it pretty much fills the room.
Are you serious? Okay.
Yeah. All right, so if I go down and check out now, I should get a
Okay.
$15,000 credit off my bill.
Off your bill?
Yeah, so it's 3,000 bottles times $5 a bottle.
Well, I don't know if you can do it that way. You'd have to speak to my manager.
Because I just want to make sure I don't get down there and somebody says, no, we had the 3,002 bottles in there. Because, you know, it's happened to me before.
No, you just talk to the manager on duty.
There's 3,000 extra bottles in the room, so that I just want that to be credited.
That with water bottles.
Yeah, just because that's $5 a water bottle, it's worth it.
Wait, what are we going to do with the water? We're going to give it to you to take back?
Oh, no, you keep it.
Oh, okay.
Just take it off the bill. So you owe me about $14,000. You got a pen?
You know I'm going to put this on your credit card, don't you?
So what, there'll be a $14,000 credit on my...
No, I'm talking about the debit.
So I've got to pay for the room?
Yeah, of course.
I've got to say, I was very uncomfortable sleeping there last night. There's a lot of water bottles.
And our final problem tonight, Craig, is pester power marketing. Now, this is where companies like McDonald's deliberately target their advertising at kids, hoping that the kids will pester their parents into buying the product.
Yes, it's nearly as bad as the shops that put chocolate bars all over the shop. You get pestered so much by the kids. So we sent out our own pestering kid to get payback on these companies.
Excuse me? Excuse me, can I have a Happy Meal? Can I please have a Happy Meal?
No, you have to go across to the...
Oh, please, can we have one? I really want a Happy Meal. It's just everyone else has Happy Meals, and I just want to be popular.
Just come off the... Yeah, no, and that's great that you want to be popular. But you just need to understand that we don't have them here.
Please, can I have some chocolate? Please, can I just some? I just want a little bit. You always tempt me with these things. Why do you tempt me? Why just anything? Excuse me, can I have a Summer High Tide DVD? No, can I just have it for free, please? I really like this show, and they just, everyone likes it.
We don't give up.
No, it's just, please, everyone watches it, please. Oh, fuck you, miss, please. I said, please. No, please.
Get out of the shop.
I just want to. Can I have a Chasers at least?
No, get out of the shop.
Oh, God. I need a chocolate bar, like, do really anything, please. I really want one, please.
Mate, I don't know the
Oh, sorry,
I
I
just give it to you.
Please, anything. Just one.
What one do you want?
Any. I just have anyone. Please. Please. Oh. Thank you.
Stop everything! You've gone absolutely crazy! You're about to jump a never-before-seen distance direct to the factory floor! Grab my hand! I'm making you an offer! Your altitude will be drastically lowered! So hurry inside before it all ends! 3 stories, 4 stories, 2 stories! You've hit a rock bottom, Dale! And you won't be home before midnight tonight!
Now, if there's one thing that this show would never do, it is promote cultural stereotypes, particularly of the Japanese.
Oh, that's true. You would never hear us call the Japanese anything cliched like whale slaughtering, bizarre game show watching kamikaze freaks.
No, you wouldn't. But
anything like that.
But one of the cliches about Japanese people that does ring true is that they're all very keen tourists, aren't they?
yes.
You always see them with cameras, or they've got the handy cam out, capturing every landmark.
Yes, sir. But is there anything a Japanese tourist wouldn't take a photo of? How unremarkable does something have to be before they put down their camera?
To find out, we offered some Japanese tourists a free scenic bus tour this week to see if they have any limits at all when it comes to taking photos.
Hello, ladies.
That is free bus tour.
Free bus tour. We're going to take you on a tour of what we call the real Sydney, some of the most famous landmarks that some of the other coaches don't show you. If we just want to pause here, Andrew.
Yeah.
If anyone wants a photo, that's a very famous bin.
These are particularly ancient markings that date back to 2006.
And a lot of art students come along to study the tags. Very famous.
That's a beautiful one.
Yeah, very interesting.
Interesting, yes.
Some of our local artists like to draw penises on the wall.
That's right.
Very traditional.
Spray?
With spray, yes, and it's often the key is to just get the head and the balls right. This is a typical Sydney urinal.
A lot of celebrities come here to urinate.
That's right.
Paris Hilton, when she was here,
she urinated
specifically
there.
used the male toilet. Famous Aboriginal restaurant.
Come and see the Aboriginal restaurant. It's
all
traditional Aboriginal food.
Those Aboriginal samosas. Samosas.
Aboriginal samosas.
Show you the chair where the Prime Minister always sits when he dances.
Okay. Everybody,
get a
the Prime
photo?
Minister's chair.
Prime Minister's chair.
There we are. Please try it out. That's where John Howard's arse has been. Yeah.
Got some local Aborigines over here. Do you want your photo taken with the local Indigenous?
It's Starship Preposterous! Last week, the crew escaped a planet of extremely unterrifying monsters by teleporting back to the ship. Or did they?
We're all here, but where's the captain?
Bah! My teleporter malfunctioned. I'm outside the TV studio. Bah! I'm back on this wretched planet. I'll just have to walk to the ship. All right, men, prepare for takeoff. Dr. Sanders, sit at the console.
Yes, Captain.
You don't do much exercise, do you? All right, men, fire the thrusticator.
Check.
Fettuccine bublicator.
Check.
Mung bean percolator.
Check.
Sprung duck 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 boogajing gajing. Acator.
God, you're a backseat driver.
The alarm system. What do these flashing lights mean?
They mean our set was boarded terribly.
Captain, incoming missile. Like us, it appears to be flying on a string.
Will the crew survive? Will the effects department at least find out a way to conceal that string? Are there any ladies watching who'd be interested in dating an old-fashioned voiceover artist? Find out next time on Starship Preposterous.
To America now, and one of the reasons Bush had to leave APEC early was to get back to attend high-level meetings about Iraq.
But it wasn't just Iraq that was on the agenda. Word is they're also discussing strategies to deal with Iran, which may or may not include military action.
It's a very slight possibility that an invasion will happen, but that's no reason not to get the PR machine up and running. So, Charles Firth hit the streets of the USA to see if he could pre-film messages of support for a war that doesn't even exist yet.
We're doing this for the troops in the upcoming war against Iran. Now, these things take a bit of time to put together. So if you could just pretend that the war in Iran's already started and just send a message of support to them, just down the barrel of the camera.
Whatever happens, we're behind y'all. Just do what you can to survive, and we're behind you 100%.
This is for the first day of the war, so just something incredibly upbeat. They're going to be very nervous because they will have just arrived in Tehran.
Okay. Hi, I'm Cassandra from Washington. I just want to say God bless, and you're doing a very good job. Sarah from Texas, and we're really rooting for you. 1, 2, 3. Good luck in Iran, USA! We watch the news every night, and the war is going great. You're going to win any day now. Go USA!
Guys, I'm saddened by your losses over the weekend. I hope you catch the terrorists who did it and give them a taste of American justice.
I assumed that they would know better at this point than to engage in anything as ridiculous as going to Iran.
That's not going to really boost their morale. Could we get something a little bit more jingoistic from you?
The only good terrorist is a dead terrorist. God bless America.
Well done on attacking the mosque last week, guys. Our prayers are with you. God bless you.
Make war, not love. Keep up the good work in Iran.
He's on the bus and train. His phone calls are a pain. He's Clive, the slightly too loud commuter.
Hello, it's Clive. Hey, how you going? You still coming to the sex party tonight? No? What do you mean? Come on, sex party, sex party, sex party. Come on. We've got 3 sheep. We need you to make the sexagon. Does anybody want to come to my party tonight? I've got a spare spot. Does anyone want to come? Anyone want to come into a sheep? You're all frigid. I'll leave this town.
He's Clive, the slightly too loud commuter.
We've given you the definitive list for movies, albums, books and paintings. Now we're really scraping the barrel with 1001 farts you must smell before you die. The essential flatulence handbook featuring farts from the Queen, His Holiness, all the way back to Hitler's gas. Every fart comes with its own unique scratch and sniff panel. 1001 farts you must smell before you die. Oops, sorry, make that 1002.
This is a song dedicated to the girl I love. I never actually met her in person. She lives far, far away. I do have some film of her here, though, actually.
6 gorgeous Russian babes playing on your mobile.
There she is, there she is. There she is, and that's her ass. Yes. Yes, she's that Russian chick on those late-night phone sex commercials. Her name is Duneshka. But I've discovered a secret about her that's broken my heart.
On the ads I saw your trusting face. In my heart you found a special place. We could talk for a minute for $9.95. Your phony Moscow accent made me feel alive. But then I found out I saw it in your eyes when I realized I broke down and cried because Donetska, you've been speaking to other guys. How was I to know you were giving your soul to some other man while I was waiting on hold? All you sent me back were lies when I texted you on 1-9 thighs. I can't believe you weren't telling the truth when I was beating off to you in a telephone booth. I feel like I'm falling down a bottomless chasm. I suppose you probably faked every single orgasm. Donetska, where did you meet these other guys?
All right, have a seat. Okay.
So, what's my life have to offer?
All right, well, we'll have a look.
What's going on?
Well, it cuts off in 2007.
What?
Looking at the lifeline, I would say your life is going to be about that long. What I recommend is to keep the two palms together like this out in front of you. Yeah, and keep them together.
Right.
I can see you're getting a longer life already. Hardline's very strong. Look at that, very strong there. I would say somebody who's between 6 foot and 6'3", a slight limp, probably in the left leg.
When... It would be obvious.
Yeah, it'll be very obvious. It may even be an artificial leg of some sort. Okay. You really need to look for somebody who's French, about your height, parts of the hair on the left.
Oh, I know who it is.
It seems to be in another language. Vous êtes évidemment facile à duper.
Good grief. That sounds French.
Vous êtes croyez n'importe quelle merde.
Does it have to be necessarily a French guy, or could it be someone like perhaps Asian that can speak French?
Yes, Asian speaking French. Now, would you like me to read your soul?
Okay.
It seems to be tinnier. Probably moisturise a little bit more.
Can I ask you something?
Yeah.
Because I do have a dream to do a music career.
A music career?
Anything about it? Like anything?
I think you need to play the bassoon. Do you play bassoon?
No.
And the final problem on our hands tonight are impatient Christians.
Ah, yes, they're convinced that the second coming is just around the corner. In fact, according to a recent poll, 25% of Americans believe that Jesus will return to Earth sometime this year.
So just how ready is America for the Messiah's return? Charles Firth hit the streets to gauge the local mood on the second coming.
When do you think Jesus Christ is most likely to return to Earth? Within the next 12 months, within the next 6 months, or within the next week?
If things don't change in the world, it could be 6 months.
And next what?
Who? Christ, Jesus Christ.
Next week, I guess.
What day of the week do you think Christ will choose? A Monday, a Friday, or a Tuesday?
Probably a Friday.
Why?
Because I think that's a day that a lot of people think is one of the best days.
Where is Christ most likely to first appear on his return? Jerusalem, America, or Cancun?
Jerusalem.
I'd probably say America.
Why?
I think you have a lot more of religious culture in America now.
Would you pay to see him speak?
Definitely.
How much?
Probably most like $20.
$5.
25.
25? Okay. Would you go higher? Would you?
That's about it.
Would you support Christ if he ran for president in 2008? Yes, but only if he ran as a Republican. Yes, but only if I agreed with his policies. Or no, Christ should stay above politics.
I'd say yes if I liked his policies.
Yes.
Do you think he'd be a Democrat or a Republican?
I don't know the difference.
A reading from St. Paul's second letter to the Colossians. For in him the whole fullness of deity dwells bodily, and you have come to fullness of life in him, who is the head of all rule and authority. In him also you were circumcised with a circumcision made without hands, by putting off the body of flesh in the circumcision of Christ. And you were buried with him in baptism, in which you were also raised with him through faith in the working of God, who raised him from the dead. And you, who were dead in trespasses, this is the word of the Lord.
Now, I didn't do any work in the break myself, but I went out a bit and I had some very lovely meals, and I have to say I mainly favour BYO restaurants.
Oh, they're so cheap, aren't they?
They're heaps cheaper, but, little tip, they can be misleading. I mean, if a restaurant tells me they're BYO, I pretty much assume they mean that for everything.
Hello, you're BYO? Yes. Great, cool. You are going to order food, I take it. No.
Sorry, I if it's BYO.
Yeah, BYO is the wine only.
Oh, sorry, I just saw BYO on the sign up there.
You should really clarify that on the sign.
Excuse me, are you BYO? Yes, you are? Right.
You can be doing this at home.
No, but
seriously,
it's not the same ambiance.
Do you want me to call some security here? Because
if they've got herbs, let them come, because that's the one thing we don't have.
Sorry, you can't be eating here like this, because now you're actually upsetting me.
That is burning. Can we...
Sorry, yeah.
You have some order. Any curry and bread, because... Oh, it's okay. We've got food, so... Here, we brought this. We brought our own. You said it was BYO, then?
Wine only. That's wine.
Oh, really? Oh, but so you can't bring a suckling pig.
Is that the bill?
Yes.
Yeah.
$104?
$104 for corkage.
Cooking foods. The food wasn't even that good.
I got to say, as someone who can't stand smoking, I've never smoked, I don't like passive smoking, but as someone who hates it, pubs have become a much nicer place since they went smoke-free in July.
Yeah, but, you know, I wonder whether the smoking ban in pubs is just the thin end of the wedge. I mean, what else are they going to ban? Because, you know, I noticed at my local the other day, they've now banned pool.
Oh, no, you've got to go outside now if you want to have a game. They treated us like a social pariah, didn't they, Jules?
No, at my local, they make you go outside if you want to take a piss. It's quite embarrassing. You get a lot of people looking at your penis, and I mean, look at him. He's having a
good old
he's having a squiz.
It's not on.
That's ridiculous.
It's not on.
Elsewhere, the Clio Bachelor of the Year contest is on again, and the editors say the competition's hotter than ever.
Yes, and as a special congratulations to Alan Jones, who's already been named Clio's confirmed Bachelor of the Year.
20 years on the trot now. That's a great result for Alan.
But, you know, I reckon they've made a big mistake in this year's nominations. I mean, it's the Bachelor of the Year competition, so it's about finding the best bachelor, right?
Yeah, presumably.
Well, I reckon I've already found him. Remember this bloke I met door-knocking on census night?
Lady from next door's coming in for crumbed oysters.
Oh, is she?
Good luck.
Hey, you're looking good. You're looking good. Yeah. I think we found a warning ourselves. Well, good luck to you.
Good luck.
I hope you have some warn success.
Yeah, he's a great guy.
Yeah, great guy. Not just a great guy, Jules, a great bachelor. His name's John and he's been a bachelor now for 85 years.
Yeah, well, you can't get more bachelor than that. So where the hell was his nomination?
It's from Clio.
Yeah, we're advertising.
We've got a complaint.
Uh-oh.
Yeah. You see the 50 most eligible bachelors of the year? This is John. He's been a bachelor for 85 years and he's not on the list. And you're not happy about it, are you, John?
No.
No.
Next year.
Do you reckon you can work it out for us?
I think we'll have to take like a Polaroid shot and send it to our editor.
I mean, look
Send
at
us
these
your profile.
guys. Yeah?
Yeah, are you Gemini, Scorpio?
What star sign are you? What star sign?
Virgo.
Virgo's the
Oh, well, there you go.
Strong sign.
Are you available for a date this Saturday?
Anytime.
Well, look, can you just spread the word up to the editor and stuff?
Yeah.
Because we think it's a terrible disgrace. I mean, John's not just the Bachelor of the Year, he's the Bachelor of the Century.
I agree with
Last
that.
century, obviously, but still Bachelor of the Century.
No worries.
Okay.
Thank you.
All right, thank you. Spread the word.
We will.
All right, that's a good start, John. We're in business here. Guys, a couple of questions for you, Daniel. A question for you, Daniel. Are you looking forward to the awards tonight?
Yes.
And in sport, what country does the golfer Vijay Singh call home?
Thailand.
Incorrect. It's actually Fiji. Do you want another one? Yes. Okay. All right. In entertainment, what multi-million selling pop star died in January 2003, aged only 53?
Australian.
No.
Billy Thorpe.
Plenty of famous brothers.
I don't know. One of
Was
the
it Gibb?
Brady's.
No, Morris Gibb.
One of the Gibbs. Oh, the
Oh.
BGs. Fuck. I'm never gonna get it.
One more. Okay. All right. What do the letters IAEA stand for in international scientific circles?
IAEA. I ate extra abalone.
Very close. It was actually International Atomic Energy Agency.
Oh, shit.
But good try.
I'm never gonna get any of this.
Everywhere you go, keep your eyes open for anything suspicious. If you see an unattended bag, please report it at once. Because chances are, some ditzy young model from Deal or No Deal is wondering where she left it.
Do you support the government's plan to put giant mirrors up in space to solve global warming?
Sure. I mean, if it's gonna work, yeah, why not do it, right?
If it's to solve global warming, yes.
I think global warming's a big myth.
How many mirrors do you think the government should put up there? 5, 8, or just one really big one?
One really big one?
5, I guess.
Why?
Just getting different angles.
I feel like one really big one sounds illogical. Not that I know too much about the science, but I guess like maybe 8 smaller ones sounds like a better plan.
One big one.
You just have a really big one,
Yeah.
so that the whole of America is protected.
What sort of mirrors do you think would most effectively deflect the sun's rays? Standard bathroom mirrors, funfair mirrors, or disco mirror balls?
Probably standard mirrors.
Standard mirrors.
Yeah.
I would just go with standard bathroom mirrors. Probably disco balls.
Should we force all animals to wear mirror sunglasses so that they're doing their bit as well?
Yes, I think so.
I guess if they're just kind of standing there, you can put something on them.
If animals were meant to wear sunglasses, they would be wearing them when they came out.
Do you think it would help further if scientists covered the sun in masking tape?
Yeah, I think so, yeah.
I'm not a scientist, but I think.
Yeah. And what about moving the sun further away from the Earth?
If they could figure out how to do that, I'd say go for that.
I think that may affect the entire balance of the Earth, and I don't think that's good. I oppose that. A slight move, I'm not sure, but a major move might destroy the world, so yeah.
Okay, what about converting from Fahrenheit to Celsius?
That would just mess everyone up.
Well, that's okay, I guess.
Yeah, okay, so
Falling
you'd
Celsius,
support that?
yeah, support that.
That would help reduce the average temperature?
How would that help, converting?
Well, it would reduce the average temperature.
Oh, okay. Sure.
Yeah?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yes, it is the final ad road test of the year, and thank you so much to everyone who's hit us on the guest book suggesting ads throughout the year. We've saved one of the most requested ads till last, haven't we?
Yeah, we've been putting them off for ages, but tonight we are throwing caution to the wind and having a good hard look at this campaign for Tooheys beer.
Yeah, now it's a big budget commercial which apparently outlines the recipe for making Tooheys beer. According to the ad, all you need is this large catapult, some barrels of yeast and malt and hops, a couple of young virgins.
The key ingredient, Andrew, as you can see, is a large wild deer. Only by catapulting a deer into the sky do the heavens finally open in the downpour of beer.
Well, it sounds simple enough, but does it actually work? No one loves a beer more than we do, so we got ourselves a catapult and got down to work.
Cannot believe it. No beer at all. Certainly not the result we were hoping for,
Not a
Chris.
single drop, not enough to fill a midget's thimble.
No, well, I'm sorry to have to say this, but on the evidence before me, once again, the ad has failed the
Hang
test.
on, how do you
The
do this every
advertisers-
single week?
No, it's totally failed.
Yes, it clearly failed.
Just because the
Hold your horse,
catapult
Andy.
let us
Oh.
down, Andrew, doesn't mean that Tiles and I were going home thirsty. No.
Back in your seat, haircut boy. No, because according to the ad, the mere act of hurling a deer should be enough to result in free beer. So, next up, we took our trusty stag to the very company behind the product and behind the ad.
Just trying to get some beer. Okay. 1, 2, 3. Oh! Where's the beer?
Not even a drop.
What's going on? Where's the beer? Try it again. Let's go.
Bigger swing.
Okay. 1, 2, 3. Oh!
I'm bloody parched here.
I want rainstorms.
Been hurling deers all day. We haven't had a drop of beer from the sky.
We can get you a beer. No, we want from the sky.
The heavens are supposed to be opening.
I want a fish tank filled with beer. You just pulled out of the fridge. Do you think we're stupid?
Can we just leave it here? Maybe if we just sort of...
There we go. Have the deer.
That's going to be good.
Yeah. Did it finally rain beer?
And glass.
Oh, no.
He's on the bus and train, his phone calls are a pain. He's Clive, the slightly too loud commuter.
Yeah, g'day, how's it going? It's Clive. You got the pistols? Because I'll pick up the machine gun on the way. Why don't I mean, are you outside the bank now? Isn't that the address? I thought this would happen. Hang on. Excuse me, mate. There's a bank in Martin Place, isn't there? I think so. Well, thanks very much, that's good. I'll get going. Thanks, everyone.
He's Clive, the slightly too loud commuter.
Hello, I just need to collect a parcel. I think you guys have got something of mine.
You got permission to film me right now?
No, I just need to pick up a parcel. You don't want us to be here?
I'm not talking to you.
I can't pick up the parcel? It's packed tight. It's under the name Mr. P. Head. No?
I'm answering your question.
Okay, all right. Can you just pop it in the post for me? Okay, thank you. Good evening, Julia. We've spoken to the boss, Kevin. He wants you to sign an AWA. It's got one special clause. You have to promise not to embarrass him in relation to industrial relations policy until the next election.
I can't sign an Australian workplace
What about
agreement.
an individual contract? What about that?
I can't sign an Australian workplace agreement, so if you get a collective agreement...
No, you don't want a collective agreement. You're the only one who's causing the problems. Come on. This is actually one of the few AWAs that Kevin would be in favour of. In fact, the whole party would be in favour of this AWA. So if you could just sign up.
An employee agrees to keep arguing the case.
No, you can't amend these.
To keep arguing the case for their IR.
No, we don't want that. No, none of that. Not to embarrass the boss until the next election. All right, well, you're half signed up.
I've signed the right one. Thank
all right,
you.
well, we'll give this to the boss. He'll be very happy.
Let's just say you found out your partner has cheated on you, right? What do you do?
Talk it through with them?
No.
Seek counselling?
No, that's the last thing you would do. No. When it comes to the heartache of a relationship breakdown, pay heed to the worldly wisdom of columnist Samantha Brett.
Here's some practical advice.
When your partner cheats, you've got to write up a list. And on one side, you've got to say, why should I stay? And on the other side, why should I go? And the reasons to stay could be, you know, we've got the kids, we've got the mortgage, I love him. And on the other side, all the reasons that I should go. And you've got to see which list is longer.
Yes, you see, your life may be falling apart, but at least there'll be a little list on your fridge.
Well, look, Actually, we made a list of our own, so we took it to the expert to be sure we made that list correctly.
Nice to meet you.
Huge fans of yours.
We're big fans.
We particularly like that bit you did on the current affair about how making lists about whether people should stay or they should go.
Yes.
Yes.
Stay or go.
It's actually inspired us to make our own list.
And it's a list of reasons why you should stay on our TV screens or get off them.
Now, to be honest, we struggled a little bit with the reasons to stay.
Yeah, but we had more luck with the reasons that you should go. It's because we think your pieces are inane, witless, shallow. It's the fact that you talk like Jemay.
No, because Andrew, one of my friends is single and they actually really like you. And I told them I might meet you one day and they want me to set you up with them.
I think we should add willing to play along on camera in the mistaken belief it makes you look good.
This brings us to our final lesson. Anna Corrin is God.
It's true. Anna Corrin is not merely a journalist. Oh, no. She is also a master surgeon. When she was covering a story about a tricky operation, the doctor in charge turned to her for help.
They're so short-staffed, Barb asks me to scrub up and assist.
And the nature of that heroic assistance? Witness Anna Corrin doing her damnedest to save that little boy's life.
Most children can be fixed within an hour, the procedure costing as little as $100.
Hallelujah! She cured him!
That's right, her pieces to camera have the power to heal the sick.
Well, when you've got a gift like Anna's, you can't hide it away from the world. So we made a pilgrimage to the holy mount of Today Tonight for one last miracle. Unfortunately, when we did go to Today Tonight, they went troppo.
Yes, no, they didn't like us visiting very much. They don't think people ought to barge into places with cameras, apparently. So, in their usual spirit of good humour, they've taken out an injunction to stop us showing you the footage.
Yeah. But fear not, because instead we've just done what Today Tonight would do, and we've put together a hasty reenactment.
My lord, we require your healing powers of speech to cure this man of his terrible acting.
Anna, please cure me from my bad acting.
Shut up! Shut up! He's terrible.
Please, Anna, won't you speak some words into our camera so that they may heal him?
You must not use this footage! You must not use this footage!
OK, we won't!
OK, we'll just do a lame reenactment instead, Anna!
That's better!
Ah!
Oh! Oh!
G'day, how you doing? I just was wondering, you know, what you guys are doing here, that's all. Like, I don't know what gang you're from, but I'm one of the Newts. And this is Newt Turf. Don't try to be cute and don't mess with a Newt, cause you'll always come off second best.
So please be astute and retreat from a newt, or I'll stick this switchblade in your chest.
We're fighting and we're dancing, ooh, Newts.
We're falling and we're prancing, ooh, Newts. You won't cut the boots if you take on a newt. You'll be bludgeoned by our ballet shoes. You won't pull a root if you're one of the newts. We're the gayest of all the street crews.
So fuck off, out of our territory.
I hope you're getting this, sir. I think that I'll check this on in quality. I'm not sure Chris knows how to get rid of it. Oh, God. How annoying is this woman? Oh, my God. Come on, Craig, get rid of them. You're the expert, Craig. You're telling me how to get rid of people before. Come on, Craig, show us how it's done. Yeah, Craig's the master. Come on, Craig, get rid of them.
But look, remember that the joke is about the look of the motorcade approaching, and we are assuming that we're going to get knocked back. I suppose the other thing we should talk through in some detail is if they are unbelievably stupid and they let us through, all right? I don't think it's going to happen. But if it does happen, there's this checkpoint and then there's this perimeter of the green zone. If they let us through there, we drive through there and then we stop. Basically, once we've got the cars through, that's entirely legal, by the way. It's the next line up here where we can't go past. We stop, and I'll go up and I'll say, "Okay, we're through. I think we'll just walk the rest."
Yeah.
Okay, and
Just
that's
turn around, wave to the guards.
Thanks,
Cheers,
guys.
boys.
All right, we're going to walk the rest, and then that's when we get the summer out. Then that's presumably where they go, I don't think we should have done that. And then we turn around and we leave.
Excuse me, would you mind just telling me when this goes off in a couple of minutes? Thanks.
Doors closing. Please stand clear.
Would you mind sitting back down? This is quite uncomfortable. Thanks. Thanks. Thanks for that. Cheers.
Doors closing. Please stand clear.
Oh, that was great. Thanks for that.
Yeah, no worries.
Much appreciated.
It's not my fault. It can't be my fault. You speak to me in the way you do. Now I'm split in two. I'm half man, half you, but I hate us both, don't you?
Sorry, just pause. Sorry, I'm just getting a call. Hello? Yeah. No, I'll be there in 5. Yep, okay. That's fine.
It's no one's fault, it's nobody's fault. I fell on you on me. That's what humans do as they pass on. I think we can't. Don't you? Of course you don't. Of course you don't.
Sorry.
Okay, no worries.
Thanks. Maybe something a bit harder. Maybe a male vocal. Tim Rogers.
Regretting each word that trips from the gills. Gather my longings, my peacock shoot. Now my voice to all of you. If the best friends money could buy, never there in the crunch, could you even try? I won't go home, not getting straight, just lost the need to try. After the daughters settle down, another is sliding, a chance to drown. Leave no shadow, just a dent on the wall. Goodbye, my boys, it's time to go. Goodbye, my boys, it's
Sorry, Tim.
time to go. Little flourish.
Nice. Can I actually just a little bit of Berlin shirt? Yeah, it's enough.
Alright.
Thanks. Same time tomorrow?
Yeah.
You can do that? Cool.
Yep.
Actually, the
Bring it in.
train home tonight. Yeah, you bring the bottle.
Oh.
Cool. Waves. London still?
I'm in London.
Fine, I just feel like something a bit rockier. Thanks. Hello, sir. Got you a nice, fresh, warm muffin just for you. Happy Christmas.
What's going on?
Happy Christmas. And always remember, if you're sad and blue and down and the election made you frown because the wrong man got the crown and your vote went the other way,
you could never win the game, no matter who got in their lane, because they're all the bloody same, but there's still one good thing to say. Tomorrow is a brand new day. Yes, tomorrow is a brand new day. There's floods and drought and slaughter,
and we're running out of water.
And Steve Irwin's horror daughters on the telly every day.
There's boneheads at the Logies,
and the Eagles are too cokey.
And Steve Price won't get your jokies, and you can't trust motorcades. But tomorrow is a brand new day. Yes, tomorrow is a brand new day. Back, the workers showed him their house back. He's got no race car left to play. Thank God he's finally gone away. And tomorrow is a Howard free
Hello, sir. How are you? Got you a nice, warm, fresh muffin on me for Christmas. Oh, Merry Christmas, sir. Thank you very much. And there's just one thing I always say. If you're sad and blue and down and the election made you frown and the wrong man got the crown and your vote went the other way.
You could never win the game no matter who got in their lane, because they're all the bloody same. But there's still one good thing to say. Tomorrow is a brand new day. Yes, tomorrow is a brand new day.
There's floods and droughts and slaughter,
and we're running out of water.
And Steve Irwin's horror daughters on the telly every day.
There's boneheads at the Logies,
and the Eagles are quite cokey.
And Steve Price won't get your jokies, and you can't trust motorcades. But tomorrow is a brand new day. Yes, tomorrow is a brand new day. There's no more Howard's crap, the voters didn't want him back. The workers showed him their ass crack. He's got no race car left to play. Thank God he's finally gone away. And tomorrow is a Howard free day.
G'day there, Gov. I've got you a nice warm muffin. There you are. Merry Christmas. All the best, and remember, as I always like to say, if you're sad and blue and down and the election made you frown because the wrong man got the crown and your vote went the other way.
You could never win the game no matter who got in their lane, because they're all the bloody same. But there's still one good thing to say. Tomorrow is a brand new day. Yes, tomorrow is a brand new day.
There's floods and droughts and slaughter,
and we're running out of water.
And Steve Irwin's horror daughters on the telly every day.
There's boneheads at the Logies,
and the Eagles are too cokey.
And Steve Price won't get your jokies, and you can't trust motorcades. But tomorrow is a brand new day. Yes, tomorrow is a brand new day. There's no more Howard crap, the voters didn't want him back. The workers showed him their ass crack. He's got no race car left to play. Thank God he's finally gone away. And tomorrow is a Howard free day. Merry Christmas.
Merry Christmas. Merry Christmas and Happy New Year!
Sorry for whacking you in the head there.
No, you didn't. Touch someone else.
Almost.
G'day there, Gov. Would you like a fresh warm muffin?
A fresh warm muffin?
There. On me. Merry Christmas. Thanks, man. No problems at all. And remember, as I always say, if you're blue in the election, the crown and your vote went the other way.
You could never win the game no matter who got in their lane, because they're all the bloody same. But there's still one good thing tomorrow is a brand new day. Yes, tomorrow is a brand new day.
There's routes of blood and slaughter, and we're running out of water.
And Steve Irwin's horrid daughters on the telly every day.
There's boneheads at the Logies, and the Eagles are too cokey.
And Steve Price won't get your jokies.
And you can't trust motorcades,
But tomorrow is a brand new day. Yes, tomorrow is a brand new day. There's no more Howard Crap, the voters didn't want him back. The workers showed him their ass crack. He's got no race car left to play. Thank God he's finally gone away. And tomorrow is a Howard free day.
Merry Christmas.
Merry Christmas.
Cheers. Enjoy your muffin.
Good on you, mate. Well done.
Thank you.
First of all, I got them just to put down just a clean vocal track. And you think, yeah, it's not bad, but it doesn't have warmth. It's lacking something. So we brought in a sperm whale. That's the sperm and the humpback harmonising. Then we were just sort of mucking it around really. I brought a hammerhead shark in. Weird idea, it worked.